Hello everyone, my name is Ronan and thank you so much for watching my channel. A channel talks about investing in the stock market and also financial independence. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing such that you don't miss other videos like this. So recently, actually, if you're an investor on East Africa or you're planning to invest in East African stock markets, I'm bringing a great news. And what is this good news? Let me first read it, then we can talk about what I'm going to talk about. It reads, Tanzania, Rwanda, and Uganda race ahead to forge a single stock market. So basically, Uganda are actually also proposing Burundi, though it has not yet started its stock market, but when it starts, it will also join the rest of these three countries to form a single stock market. So this is what I'm going to be talking about. Basically, there are three things that I'm going to be talking about. One is there any benefits for these East African countries joining the stock market? Second is, why is the largest stock market in East Africa, that is Nairobi Stock Exchange in Kenya, not joining their counterparts to form a single stock market? Third is, what should we expect from this union? So these are the three things that I'm going to be talking about. Firstly, I'm going to read the article that was written by East African, then I can talk about these things as we go on. So let's start by reading, then we can go ahead and talk about it. So I will read. 3 East African countries have joined the forces to implement a World Bank funded financial project that aims to connect regional stock markets electronically. This means they can operate as a single market with a view of reducing the cost and time of trading in shares of companies listed on stock markets across the borders. So that one of the benefits of joining the 3 stock markets in East Africa is to reduce the costs. Basically, I can say that if you're in East Africa, for example, I invest in Uganda and Kenya, so I use 2 brokers. So if they join the stock market, it means you're going to be using only one stock broker to invest in the rest of 3 countries. So that is one benefit because it reduces the amount of money that you pay, and also the paperwork that you normally do to brokers, it will reduce. So that is one big benefit if you're going to invest in one of the 3 stock markets, Uganda, Rwanda, and Tanzania. So let's go ahead and read through. Uganda and Rwanda plus Tanzania are set to start trading as a single market before the end of this year. Actually, that is very near, after interconnecting their trading systems and hooking to the East African Capital Markets Infrastructure Information Technology Platform. So this is the platform that the Capital Markets Infrastructure Information Technology Platform that they are going to be using to connect all the 3 stock markets. So let's go and read through again. Investors in the 3 countries will buy and sell shares of companies listed in any of the 3 countries without going through different stock brokers. Already I talked about it, that you can use only one stock broker to invest in one of the 3 stock markets without using different brokers, which is a very good and a benefit to us investors, because we don't need much. We shall not be spending a lot, and also we shall not be doing a lot of paperwork. So that's a benefit. So let's go ahead and read. Currently, Uganda stock brokers take the largest share of the stock trading commissions of value of transactions, not only in East Africa, but also in African continent. Actually, here they are talking about the commissions. So, for example, if Uganda charges a lot of commissions, you can open with a broker in Rwanda or Tanzania that charges less commission, so that you can benefit from Uganda without necessarily charging their much commission. So actually, also before investing in stock market, you need to know about these commissions that different brokers and different countries charge, so that you don't get caught up in these costs, because it's also one of the biggest costs that if you're an investor you have to face. So let's continue reading. So it says the East African Securities Exchange Association said the project that has dragged for more than 5 years, largely due to payment dispute with the software provider and lack of integration between CMI software and trading systems of the participating states, Uganda, Tanzania, and Rwanda, will remove the obstacles on trading in regional markets to spur activities and boost liquidity in underperforming markets once operational. So that is a second benefit. They say they will remove the obstacle of liquidity. So people who don't understand liquidity, for example, we shall talk of Kenya. Kenya has very many big companies that liquidity. It means if you sell or you're buying a share of a company, you can easily get buyers if you're selling, and if you're buying, you can easily get the sellers. But for example, if you're in Uganda or Rwanda or Tanzania, their shares don't move easily. So that this means if you want to buy a share of a company, it will be very hard to find sellers because shares don't move. Now, as the same, if you also want to sell, you'll not be finding buyers because the shares don't move. But when they integrate, it means investors will be many, meaning they can buy more shares and also sell more shares, providing an opportunity for people to invest and also buy shares. Basically, that's two big wins for people who are going to be investing in the stock market when these stock markets join forces. So let's go to another point that we talked about, that why is Kenya not joining the other stock markets in East Africa. So actually in this article also, the article mentions the reason why the Nairobi Stock Exchange is not joining. Let's go to this point. Is Kenya, which runs the largest stock market in the region in terms of market capitalization and number of listed countries. Number of listed companies pulled out of the project in 2015 after expressing dissatisfaction on how the Pakistani firm was awarded a contracting, citing procurement irregularities. I already talked about the firm that will be providing the data platform that will be joining those three stock exchanges. Actually, it is here. It's Pakistan-based Infotech Private. So it's Infotech Private Limited that will be providing the data services to these three countries. And this was the dispute between Kenya and the rest of other countries. The reason why Kenya will not be following. But according to the chairman of the East African Securities Exchange, Kenya is on the side. This means actually if the stock markets of the other countries, that is Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and Rwanda, perform well, Nairobi Securities Exchange may be tempted to join the rest of the stock exchanges. Basically, that's what this article talks about. There is also another video that you need to watch from the chairman of the East African Securities Exchange, talking about development of this project. So let's listen from him.
Tanzania, Rwanda, and Uganda are set to start trading as a single market before the end of this year, after the three East African countries joined forces to implement a World Bank-funded financial project that aims to connect the regional stock markets electronically. Earlier, we were joined by the chairman of East African Securities Exchange Association, Celestine Gwabukumba, for more.
This whole project is called CMI, Capital Market Infrastructure. So it's part of the larger integration effort being done in the East African community. So it concerns all the countries actually: Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Rwanda, and Burundi, and South Sudan when they come. So as you already know, we've been working on this project for some time. A few years already, at least 4 or 5 years like that. that is to integrate all the East African stock exchanges and the capital markets in general. So to have one single capital market where companies can tap into the same pool of funds and where investors can invest across markets without any issues, and companies can do cross listings. So basically, this project, what it has done, it is in two phases. The first one is the legal framework. So the model of integration East Africa community has adopted is the one of linking the existing. Basically, what it means that the stock exchanges will remain the same, and then and the depositories will remain the same in all the countries, and then the legal frameworks in countries will remain, but we have created, rather adopted the capital market directives for the region. So that is those directives. There are a set of directives, about 24 of them, which are going to be taking care of the legality of what people are going to be doing between each other. So in the region, so that concerns cross-border business within the capital market industry. So basically, that's what it means. But in terms of infrastructure, this project at the CMI is going, for a start, we have agreed to go on with the project. The four countries, Rwanda, Tanzania, Uganda, and Burundi, which is yet to have even a stock market, but they are in high gear, preparing to set up their own stock exchange, stock market in Bujumbura. So those are the four countries right now who are working on the project. But Kenya also is working with us on an observer status. Because they have opted out of the project because of their own issues in the beginning. However, they have not opted out of the integration effort altogether, but they have been working with us still because it's the biggest exchange and the capital market in the region and the biggest economy, of course. But they are also working with us, but as observers for the moment. So what we keep talking to them about is to join once we are ready ourselves. So we are pushing so hard so that the project can be live anytime soon.
So basically, you have heard from the chairman of East African Stock Exchange Associations. Basically, that was the great news. So what would be my thoughts? Actually, I'm so excited and I can't wait for these exchanges to join forces so that I can reduce my costs and also invest in the best companies that I love within East Africa. So as I said, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing such that you don't miss other videos like this. Have a good day. Bye-bye.